Alright guys, welcome back. Okay, so I tried something quite obvious, but still, like I've said before, the things you want to open up with is your Gofu, quick draw, gladiator, and then draw into, hopefully, to your yugioh tuner. And you're gonna see a card that before I was completely against. I did not want to play it in this deck because I'll show you in the later replays of an actual scenario of what the nightmare is of why you don't want to play it. But the simple fact that if you can kind of use the ratios to kind of compensate for it, it might be doable. You might be able to play it, but even then, it just ups the brick factor. Like you're gonna just freaking open up with like a bunch of, because as you see at the end, I bumped up every single main piece to three. So the odds of what you'll see right now, ready? It's gonna be right there. Okay, this card. Before I didn't want to play this card, and I was like, okay, let me try it. Okay, let me just put every key card at 3, like Jets at 3, yugioh tuners at 3, quick draw 3, Gofu 3, level 3, and that just pretty much eliminates the fact of maybe okay you won't banish all of it. Like that's pretty much the whole intention of bumping up the ratios to 3 of each. But then once you do that, it means you're going to, like, you're playing 3 Jets, you're playing 3 yugioh, so I mean 3 Jet already is like, oh man, that's like pretty insane because you can brick with it already as it is. So it's like, I'm not sure if that's the right way to take it. So it's like, what do you do? I mean, drawing 2 is always good, like, but hands down it's good. But like, if you look at it, look at the turf you banish, right? This is the way you banish off desires. Like, yeah, like, of course this is why I have to play 3 Jet, because like, what if you banish this, then your XL play is pretty much dead. And if you play 1 yugioh, you can't, it's gone, so that play is gone. Same thing with like, it's like, oh man. So I'm just trying it, but then this is like the nightmare where you, this is gonna be an awkward play, but it's possible. I'm still trying to figure out. You remember how I mentioned that I want to do, I want to find routes where you can do without doing the what's gonna call it, the Gofu play, but still find a way to get my way to at least the Blazar, which is what you see here, and it's pretty insane how it was. It's pretty crazy. I had to figure it out, and it still ended up doing it. I mean, of course, it's not bad. I mean, the Blazar, the proxy and decode, that's like at least like if that's worst case scenario, that's still pretty damn good. You get like one solid pretty much on legs. Of course, you would want more advantage, but like still, that's pretty damn good. Like if you think about it. But yeah, like I'm on the fence on it about desires, because like I'll show you the exact reasons of why I really don't like the idea of banishing 10. Like this is like the perfect example of why, like, okay, I'm like, okay, yeah, if I could get to a desires, that'd be amazing, and I ended up getting to a desires, but then look what happens. Like this is what I'm scared of. Look at that. What the hell, dude? Freaking banishing 3 level here. Like the odds, if you think about it, it's not meant to happen, but the simple fact that it is possible. Like it's possible to do. And that's kind of the reason why I kind of like shied away from it, because like, dude, that's just insane. The thing about it is, like, what if you draw desires after you've already established your draw power? Like, okay, like ideally you would want to be like, okay, get your key cards out of the way so you can be certain that none of it is going to be affected by the 10 banished from the top of the deck. But then it puts you like really critical with card advantage, because as it is, you're thinning out your deck and drawing so much already. That top 10 is, that banishing top 10 is like, it puts you closer to deck out. You know, like you potentially deck yourself out. So I mean, majority of the time, what people would do is just play more than 40. But that'll mess up with the consistency of the deck. Initially, what you want to do is make it as consistent as possible, and it just contradicts itself if you're trying to just put more cards to compensate for a draw card that may or may not help you out. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. I mean, in theory, it's meant to be amazing, and so far, the games that I've tried it is like, oh, okay, it's not so bad. But this is what I mean. Like, like this is the ideal scenario of doing your initial play, your primary play, and then banishing because you don't really care because you've already initially just set up your establishment. But like, you see what I mean? Like, you're really low. Look at the deck count. It's like you're really low, and like, oh man, it's just it's if and buts. I'll put the deck list in a bit so you can get an idea of what it is. The layout was pretty basic. It's pretty straightforward. It's like, yeah, it's like, look at that. You only have one card left. That's insane, dude. I mean, what do we do? I mean, what if he just stalls me and then I just lose? There's like, that's the joke's on me. The joke's on me, dude. Oh man, but this is pretty crazy. I like his pendulum. Boom, banish, negate your pendulum summon, and then that's pretty much gonna be it. And Gladiator attack. Oh, attack. Oh my god. Let's let this little replay finish real quick. Quickly show the replay. Hang on. Okay, so it's pretty much kind of what you imagine. Like I said, 3 of every important key card puzzle piece, pretty much. 3, 3, 3, 3. And then you have to play more than one, because if you banish it, it's like your XL play is pretty much dead. Pretty much, that's what it is. And but then I was like, oh well, maybe I could just play 2 and 1, because that'll be 3 anyways. But I was like, oh man, I don't know. I mean, I think that would make sense. Just play 2 and 1, at least 3, so XL can still be live, and then you still want it because just for the consistency factor of having a lure and tuning. It's just for that, pretty much. And double summon just there. Suddenly, oh my god! I thought of bumping this up to 3 as well, but I don't know. But that's the risk though. I mean, it's good. Drawing 2 is good, so that's why. But then it's like oh my god, it's so freaking, oh my god, this is just remember now. I'm just turning it out because it's okay. I mean, it gets you to where you want faster, but the simple fact that the odds of you banishing 3 is there. It's there. You just lose. You hands down lose. Like, you can't do anything if you banish these 3. This is your manipulation. This is how you do your entire play. Without this, you can't do so high a play. You can't make jet. Like, you can't. The only way you do is if you summon this, and that. By then, it's like no point. So that's kind of why I'm kind of like, oh, a bit hesitant, a bit on the fence still. Like, ideally, it's meant to work, and in that scenario, would be amazing to just go and then finally do it, and then draw like 2 of this, and then just. Oh my god, it's pretty crazy. But this is where I'm at. Gonna try it out. I'll try to do other deck profiles. I've been working on some like dragon synchro deck, like the wind witches and stuff, and like spamming just wind dragons and then just bringing them back with the dragons thing. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.